All right. Well, there has been some rumors out there, and I believe now the rumors have been confirmed today. Several websites are reporting on this. Andrew Ruiz has split with his trainer Manny Robles. I put a link in the description box from Box and Scene, and there's several other articles out there. I'm gonna kind of read some quotes here out of some of these articles. There's a Box and Scene article. There's an ESPN.com article, Top Talk Sport article as well, and WBN has an interesting article, and it's titled "Andy Ruiz Jr. Trainer Says Al Heyman and PBC Ordered the End of the Relationship." What's up, JC? So that's an interesting little tidbit there that I did not know. So I'm gonna open a couple of these articles up, and I'm gonna read some quotes from Manny Robles here. And again, I'm not going to throw shade on Andy Ruiz. What he did back in June of last year was monumental, and nothing will ever take away from that. But his behavior ever since winning that title has been questionable. A lot of things I haven't been happy with. He did pull the wool over my eyes because, you know, amidst all the rumors, I still thought he would win in December, but he himself confirmed the rumors and also verified that those rumors were a big part of him failing in his quest to defend that title. So, or those titles, I should say. So, I haven't really been happy with Andrew Ruiz. Like I said, ever since he won that title, a lot of questionable moves that he's made, a lot of questionable habits that he's partaken in, and it's just a bad look for him. And now this just puts the capper on it. This is the icing on the cake right here. This does not look like a great move because you don't you don't kick the horse in the ass that got you there. You ride that horse to the end. This wasn't Manny Robles' fault why Andrew Ruiz lost to Anthony Joshua in the rematch. So you stick with the horse that got you there. You don't kick that horse in the ass and send it on its way. Bad move in my opinion. But let's open up some of these articles and let's read some of these quotes because this just looks like a very ungrateful move on the part of Andrew Ruiz. I'm sorry. I got to be honest. I don't, like I said, I hate throwing shade on fighters. I respect all fighters. They get in the ring, they put their lives on the line. But when they do things that I question, that I think are questionable, that I think aren't good moves, that I think are maybe could be classified as kind of disloyal and ungrateful. So this is a kind of a character issue, I think, with Andy Ruiz, just showing some character flaws here, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. So Andrew Ruiz Jr., his father says Al Heyman ordered the end of the trainer relationship. This is from WBN, and it says, okay, let's see where we can get any quotes here. Okay, Robles told ESPN. Okay, he said, "I've seen it coming. I'll be honest with you." Robles told ESPN, "I've seen it coming during camp. I saw it coming. Andy was just doing whatever the hell he wanted to do. The dad, obviously, with him being the manager, he just had no control over his son. None of us had control over him, for that matter. So I just saw it coming. It wasn't going to work because he wasn't listening. He's not listening to me, and he's not listening to his dad. He's not listening to anybody." He said it himself after the press conference after losing to AJ. He apologized to me, to the dad, because he fucked up. So I figured, okay, it's a matter of time before I get the call. Fortunately for me, Andy took the blame on himself and didn't sit there like a majority of fighters and blame the coach. Okay. And now here's another interesting part here of this article. It says, furthermore, in a significant twist, Robles says Ruiz's father blamed Al Heyman for the termination on their tenure. They apparently told them they didn't want the same thing to repeat itself again, he said. It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. It's not the first time it's happened to me. I'm sure it's not the first time it's happened to other coaches. It happens time and time again. We always end up getting the short end of the stick, but it is what it is. You keep moving forward. Okay. So, another rumor out there, and again, I can't confirm it. I was watching D Styles' video. He made a video the other day and talked about this when it was still a rumor and it wasn't confirmed. But something that D Styles said was he said that possibly the rumor was put out there that Teddy Atlas was going to be training Andrew Ruiz moving forward in replace of Manny Robles. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if that's been confirmed. That's something I heard on D Styles' video, and like I said, I don't know if that's 100% accurate. So we'll just have to wait and see how this whole thing unfolds, and maybe we'll get some more news on this later. But here's the thing, guys. No matter who trains Andy Ruiz, at the end of the day, let's just be honest. No one's going to be able to follow him around when he's not in the gym. Nobody's going to be able to follow him around when he's at his house, opening his refrigerator and eating food. No one's going to be following him around. When I say no one, I mean the trainer and the training team. They're not going to be following him around. They're not going to put locks on his refrigerator door at his house. So they're not going to be able to monitor Andy Ruiz 24/7 to make sure that this doesn't happen again with him ballooning up in weight. No matter who trained him, even what's his name there, Golovkin's old trainer there, Abel Sanchez, said the same thing. He had a hard time getting Andrew Ruiz to get in shape, to come to the gym and actually train. It was a big project. It was a big issue. It was a big chore trying to get Ruiz to show up to the gym every day and train. So this just wasn't an issue with Manny Robles. This was an issue with Abel Sanchez, and I'm sure other people that have trained Andy Ruiz have run into the same problems. So they didn't blame Manny Robles for the loss. He owned it himself. So what makes, if this is true that Al Heyman and PBC were the ones that initiated this change and ordered this change, then at the end of the day, does it really matter who they get to train him? If the guy himself is not going to be disciplined, is not going to follow the diet, who when the training session's over, and he's supposed to be going home and resting, and he's out partying and eating and drinking up a storm, the trainer cannot monitor that. Like I said a couple times in this video already, the trainer is not going to be able to monitor to that and babysit Andrew Ruiz. So does he really need a new trainer, or does he need a chaperone? Does he need a strength and conditioning coach? So maybe they shouldn't have fired in Manny Robles. Maybe they should have got some additions to the team, added some people to the camp to help out. So this guy, he needs some help. He needs an intervention here. There's no trainer in the world that's ever going to be able to teach a fighter discipline and dedication. Okay? That's on him. That's up to him. He's got to make that choice. He's got to make that decision. Whether or not he is going to be able to focus on his career and do what needs to be done to get in shape for fights. No one can do that for him. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You've heard that several times, and this is perfectly applicable in this situation. It couldn't be more applicable than in this situation. It's very fitting. So We don't have confirmation on who the new trainer is going to be. Like I said, the Teddy Atlas thing is a rumor, and we can't confirm that with 100% certainty. But I'm sure in the next coming days we are going to hear some news on who the new trainer is, and I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed because all you got to do is just go back and watch that first fight and look at the great job that Manny Robles did. Gave him great instructions in the corner, kept him focused, kept him motivated, kept urging him on. It was just a sad day, a very, very sad day to see this whole thing unfold the way it did. It really was. This is a shame, guys. It's really a shame to see this. This was not Manny Robles' fault. What happened in December? So, what do you guys think, man? Do you think that Teddy Atlas will be the new trainer? And here's another thing: if Teddy Atlas is the new trainer, there's no way in hell he's gonna put up with a fighter like Andrew Ruiz, who's undisciplined, who doesn't listen. There's just no way. There's just no way that Teddy Atlas is going to put up with that. So if he decides that he's going to act the same way that he acted with, to Teddy Atlas that he did with Manny Robles and just didn't listen and do whatever he wants to do, then Teddy Atlas is going to walk out of that camp. He's going to walk right out of that camp. So imagine Teddy Atlas training Andrew Ruiz for his next opponent, and then Andrew Ruiz starts fucking up again, fucking off again, and Teddy Atlas just walks out of the camp. Picture that. Picture that happening, guys. Just picture that happening, right? What do you think? What do you think would happen? What do you think? What do you think? Teddy Atlas would do in that situation. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think would happen in that situation? There's absolutely no way Teddy Atlas will put up with that bullshit that Manny Robles had to put up with in the leading up to the rematch with Anthony Joshua. No disrespect to Manny Robles, but he got hired to do a job and he wanted to do the job, but he just couldn't do the job because of Andrew Ruiz. That's Andrew Ruiz's fault, So I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to say. I think this is a horrible, horrible situation. I'm not happy about it, man. So all we can do now is just sit back and wait and watch and see what happens moving forward. Let's see if we can get some more quotes here. Let's try to open up some of these other articles. See if there's any new quotes. So that was from WBN. Let's open up the ESPN article. See if they have anything different. Okay. So now it says Robles said he had very little contact with Ruiz since returning to the States, but said he received a call from his father, Andrew Ruiz Sr., on Wednesday morning, requesting a meeting. The trainer understood immediately what would take place. He wasn't stopping by to say hello or have lunch, that's for sure, Robles said, chuckling. So for Robles, the split was inevitable from the moment the rematch with Joshua ended in December. Okay, pretty much the same quotes in this article that were in the other one. But here it says, they apparently told them they didn't want the same thing to repeat itself again, Robles said. It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, yeah, same thing, so. Yeah, but why would you blame the trainer for that? Because, as I said before, the same thing happened with other trainers. So it's not the trainer's fault, it's the fighter's fault. But here's the thing, Manny Robles, this is a great quote from Manny Robles, and it rings true because nothing can ever take away what happened in June in 2019. So he said, absolutely, look, I've got to tell you, I'm absolutely grateful and blessed to have been able to experience everything that I was able to experience in 2019, he said. I mean, we made history, and I have to be thankful for that. I have to be thankful to Andy and his dad for giving me the opportunity to be part of something special. to have made history for him to become the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. I really believed coming into the second fight that we were going to be able to do it again, but obviously you can't do that if the fighter isn't there. If the fighter doesn't want it. I did everything I could as a coach, as a teacher, as a friend, but again, as I said, if the fighter's not there, what can I do? So he couldn't even get him in the gym. He couldn't even get him in the gym. So, but that's true. I mean, nothing can ever take away from what Manny Robles did in that corner in June in 2019. That's going to be etched in history forever. He's a part of history, Manny Robles, and he can be proud of that. Let's see if another trainer can make Andrew Ruiz heavyweight champion of the world again. Let's see if the stars line up perfectly like they did in June when Andrew Ruiz steps in the ring, if he ever gets a title shot again. Let's see if he can pull it off again with somebody else. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. See if there's anything else here that we could find. Any more quotes here from other articles? Let's see what the boxing scene article says. Pop that open. See if there's anything new. Yeah, so I guess Steve Kim was the one that conducted the interview with Robles. Same quotes. Yep, it's all the same quotes. So everyone's reporting on this. Yeah, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace, guys. It's just a disgrace. It's just a disgrace. So, all right, guys, that's all I got, man. I mean, there's not more we can say about it until we get more news on who the new trainer is. Then we can't really talk about this. We can't really get in depth about this, go into further detail about this, because every article out there is reporting the same thing. There's no new quotes, but I just find that crazy that PBC is the one that initiated this. They're the ones that are saying that they believe that Robles should be removed as the trainer. They were the ones that initiated the move. I just think that's horrible, guys. I think that's horrible. But yeah, that's all I got for now, guys. Until next time, talk to y'all soon. Make sure you check us out. Ringside Reporter Podcast, Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Eric Lauder, Joe Habib. And until next time, Beeb is out, and see you Sunday. And maybe I may do some videos during the week if we get some more news. But take care, guys. Peace out, everybody. Have a great night.